Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Xavier Yates here. Welcome to the channel, guys. If you guys are new, welcome to the channel. And today I'm going to be talking about and showing you guys step by step how to get started when selling on Amazon FBA. I've been getting a lot of questions and people have been asking me, exactly the steps to take when starting this out. And I'm going to be showing you the most effective and most easiest, simplest way you can do this. I'll be walking you step by step through the process. So let's get right into it. The first thing is the most obvious is starting, creating your Amazon seller account. There are two different types of accounts you can create. There is an individual account, which is free, but they do charge, a fee for every item you do sell. But obviously, you want to use this one at first before your product is even launched, because the professional account is about $40, and you don't want to be, already wasting money or spending, using that time that you purchased your professional account and your product's not even ready to launch yet. So when you're barely starting out and you don't have your product yet, just start out with an individual so you can create everything you need to. And then once your product is ready to launch, then you jump into your professional account. So be wary of that and keep that in mind. Next thing you want to do, I didn't do this at first. Typically people don't do this at first, and you don't really have to, but if you want to, you can create an LLC. There's several sites you can go to, LegalZoom, you can try that out to create an LLC, because you are a business and you should treat it like that. So if you want to take that step, you can go ahead and create an LLC for your Amazon account. The next thing you want to do is get your EIN, which is Employee Identification Number, which is your tax number. If you don't know if you don't have that, you don't have your documents or anything for when you had your job, you can just go to irs.gov and apply to get yours. It'll take you a couple minutes to get it. And then you'll put that into Amazon, because they're going to ask for it when you're making your account. So you're going to need that. So go ahead and do that step. The next thing is this is the most vital and most essential part of Amazon FBA. It's beginning your product research. You can use Jungle Scout, the Jungle Scout Chrome extension. That's what I use. There are several different, product research tools, but Jungle Scout, in my opinion, is the best one. I've always used it, and it helped me find some great products that make me a ton of money. Once you use that, you want to pick a category of products. Whether it be baby, kitchen, houseware, kitchen, outdoors, stuff like that. And once you do that, you want to obviously use the Jungle Scout Chrome extension. You can also use their web app. Honestly, with that, no matter your search criteria, a lot of people do already, are seeing the same products you're looking at when you use their web app. So if you are going to use that, enter your search criteria for it. When you click a product that you see is interesting, look at the suggested products at Amazon. Like look at the subtrees to try to get other ideas, because if you just click that one and go off that one, a lot of people are already seeing it, and there's most likely going to be jumping into the same product. So you don't want it to be too competitive. So keep that in mind when you do use the Jungle Scout web app, not the Chrome extension, the web app. And it looks like the fourth one I forgot to put, trademarks. So Google any patents and trademarks. You can go to Google Patents, and when you're looking at products, make sure that these these products do not have patents on them, because you don't want to get sued. You want to utilize all the money you are for Amazon FBA on your products. So you don't want to have to deal with any legal issues or anything like that. You're trying to make money. You're not trying to lose it. And the last thing you want to check, if it's seasonal or trendy. Like trendy, I mean, like for example, last year, the fidget spinners and all these fidget toys and everything, everybody jumped into that, and it was super competitive. A lot of people were making money, but it was super saturated and competitive. So don't jump into anything like that. Seasonal stuff too. Typically if you're starting out, I don't recommend doing that. It's not a good idea. Seasonal, I mean like Halloween, like costumes and stuff, decorations for Christmas, stuff like that. It's seasonal. The reason you don't want to do that is because, let's say you do find a product and you do start getting some sales, and then the season's over, and now you have, still have a whole bunch of inventory that's not going to sell because the season's already over. And then you just wasted your money, and you have to wait till next year, or people aren't going to buy it anymore. So don't do that when you're starting out. Do not do seasonal yet. The next thing you want to do is find your supplier. You can go to Alibaba.com. When you're on there, click Trade Assurance and Gold Supplier, and you want to use a template. I have one down in the description below. You want to sound as professional and business oriented as you can, because if this supplier is really good for you, you want to develop and establish a good relationship with your suppliers. And if they take you serious and that you take them serious, they'll be willing to negotiate prices with you, because if they see that you're just toying around, like, hey, my name is John, I want to buy your product. If they see that you're not really professional with it, they just think that you're not going to take this serious. So you might just be a one-time buyer. So they're not going to really try to help you out and give you the more benefits of a lower price. So sound professional as you can. So let them know that you're serious about this and you intend on finding a permanent supplier for your products. So they will be willing to negotiate lower prices with you. Okay. And once you find that supplier, you want to order samples from them. Obviously that won't take that long because there's a couple of samples. I mean, every supplier depends. Sometimes they can give you like 10 samples, depending how big it is. Sometimes 100. I even got 100 one time, but it was a really small product. But they probably give you a couple of samples, for your product. You want to check the quality of it and make sure it's worth your buy, because you don't want to, buy a bad product and everything, because people will leave you bad reviews. You don't want that. So once you check the quality of the product, it's good and everything, you like it, negotiate a reasonable price. So like, if you're looking at an item, let's say it's $5 to $10, so negotiate as low as you can, be realistic with them. And obviously the more you buy, you can get the cheaper price. And, if you like the supplier and you constantly order from them, they'll be willing to go lower price from you because they see that you're a repetitive customer to them. So that's why you need to sound professional as you can, because that'll help you with the price too. So once you got that down, you got the price you need, everything, you want to calculate the total price, and they'll give you the shipping estimate to ship it over here to the Amazon FBA Center. So put those things together. Then the next step you want to do is create your logo. You don't have to do this, but it does help if you're looking to start a personal brand, because, people, once you get established and have credibility, with your products and everything, people will recognize it and stuff. And if all of your products are high quality, everything's high quality with your listings, everything, they'll be more likely to buy from you. So there's several places you can get logos. Obviously you can go to Fiverr and get one for like $5 or maybe a little higher. Or if you know somebody that's good at, making logos, or you can try it yourself like when you're not doing anything, you can just, use Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator and just look at some tutorials and make a quick logo really quickly that looks good and professional. And then once that's done everything, you want to purchase your order, and they'll send you all the information. And what you need to do is go back to Amazon and create a shipping label, and you send that to your supplier so they can put it on your package for everything. And then after that, you want to buy a UPC code. Amazon recommends you using GS1 to get your barcodes, your UPC codes. You don't have to. You can use like Barcode Mania, because I know they're like $4.99 on there. And you only need one. What I mean by that is, let's say you're selling one product. It's only one color. It's the same exact size. They're all exactly the same. You only need one UPC code. Like, let's say you bought 1,000. You only need one UPC code for them. The reason you'll need two UPC codes is, let's say I'm selling travel pillows. I have 1,000 blue travel pillows. So for that blue color, I would need one UPC code, and then I have 1,000 red ones. So for that red ones, I would need another UPC code. So you don't need 1,000 UPC codes. You only need one. So you send that to your supplier too, and they'll put it on your packaging for every individual item that you're selling. The next thing is creating your Amazon listing. To do that, you go on Seller Central, go to inventory, and click Add Products. And you want to have everything optimized. I have another video about this showing you how to optimize all these things right here. You want to have a specific and category optimized title. You want to have appealing and attractive points to the customers. You don't want to sound robotic and boring and just talking about the quality of your product. You want to talk how it benefits the customer and your points. You want to have high quality images, and it's good to have human interaction. Meaning, you want people to show people smiling, how they're enjoying using your product and everything. You want to have human interaction with your images. You want to have a good description on your listing. And honestly, people don't really look at the description. They don't scroll down that far to look at that. But I mean, it's good to utilize as much as you can when creating your listing. So make sure your description is good too. Again, I have a video on this stuff too about your listing as well. And your keywords, you want to have as many keywords as you can that are specific to your category, broad and specific to your category of product. I have a video on that too, so you can go ahead and check that out. And the last thing, is enter your price for your product. Now that you have launched your product, you do not want to jump into your PPC campaign right away. The reason that is because, like I said, you want to have credibility first on the market. Let's say somebody sees your product and you have your PPC campaign, they click it and they don't see any reviews, or they don't have, you don't have any credibility behind your brand. And that may prevent them from buying because they see no reviews and see people, think people aren't buying it. So they obviously think it's not good. The quality may be bad or anything. So they'll be reluctant to buy from you. So before that, you want to build credibility with your product. And to do that is to get reviews. And there are two different types of reviews. There's unverified reviews, which is when somebody doesn't buy your product and they leave a review, and there's verified reviews, is when somebody buys your product, they purchase it, they receive it, and they leave you a review. It's good to have both of them, but obviously you want to have more verified reviews than unverified. So keep a ratio of both of those. And I'll talk a little bit more about that stuff and getting reviews in another video you can check out. I'll leave it in the description below as well. And to get these reviews is you can join Facebook groups. There's hundreds of Facebook groups. You can just Google, top best 50 or top best 100 ones that you think are the best. And you can, once you go on these Facebook groups, you can just ask them, people on there, if you can say, hey, do you mind checking out my product and buying? Make sure that they search the keywords to find your product instead of just giving them the link. So, and then you can offer them a discount, maybe 99% or 1%, regardless. It's still a sale in Amazon's eyes. So you can do that, or you can just reimburse them for their money. And if you are to do that, be sure that you tell them and make sure they document the entire process when buying from you, so they don't try to scam you out of your money. Or you can just ask, obviously people now. When I say that, I don't mean family members or your neighbor, people you live with. If you're going to use Facebook friends, make sure they're not in the same city, and make sure you unfriend them during this time so Amazon doesn't find out. So once you got those things down, you have some verified and unverified reviews. You have credibility that you're a good seller and people are actually buying from you, and people see that, your customers see that. Then you can go ahead and create your PPC campaign so people, that gets the ball rolling. Okay. Now, creating your personal brand. Like I said, if you want to start, a brand of products, you want to have a whole bunch of products, it's good to use a logo on your products so people recognize your brand and everything, and they're more likely to buy from you. If they bought from you before and they know that your quality is good and everything's good with you, they'll be more likely to buy from you. And what I like to tell people is, obviously you're on Amazon FBA to make money, but don't be like, okay, how much money can I make today? Don't approach it with that mindset. Approach how many customers can I satisfy today? Because obviously, the higher satisfied the customer is, the more likely they are to buy from you again, the more likely they are to leave a review or to suggest you to other people. So you want to have, an auto email responder. There's a great one called JumpsIn. It's like $30 a month. And what you can do with that is create a template. So when somebody buys from you, say, thank you for your purchase. I truly appreciate that. And then, wait a couple of days after they receive your product and send them another email saying, thank you again for your purchase. We truly appreciate you as a customer. And, go ahead and ask them, we would appreciate if you can take the time out of your day to leave us a review. And then, that because you're a brand, this is your business. You're a business entity here. You want to treat it like a real business. You want to show your customers that you truly appreciate them and value everything that they did for you. So using one of those is really good too, because a lot of people don't use it, and it's really, it's really professional. So you want to be professional as you can and high quality as you can with everything you do when you're selling at Amazon. And the last thing you want to do is now, once you use all these steps and you're on the front page for your product category, when your keywords, you want to make sure that you restock your inventory. You don't want to have a whole bunch of people buying from you and you're low on inventory. And that's why I say, remain professional when talking to your suppliers. That way you can get the ball rolling with them and you can keep buying from them. And they see that you're a repetitive buyer. They'll be willing to negotiate a lower price too, because you keep buying from them. So make sure you do restock and keep an eye on your inventory, because, you don't want to run out and then have like a week delay and then people are buying from you and they're getting their products it takes a while for them to get the product they bought from you, and they'll leave you a bad review that took too long or everything like that. So keep that in mind too, guys. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. As you notice, I went straight to the points with you guys. I just want to be as helpful as I can with you guys when you're starting off at Amazon, because I know when I first started out, I had to find out everything myself. So if you have any questions, you can continue to email me, guys, or drop a comment down below. If you haven't subscribed, guys, I would recommend that you subscribe, because I will be making a ton of videos about Amazon FBA and helping you guys out. So that's it for this video, guys. Stay positive, and I hope you enjoyed it. Take care, guys.